My name's Archie Chadwick, this is my Unit 8 P6. Was this tournament successful? Yes, this tournament was successful due to the completion of the actual tournament and people reaching the final and the amount of participants we got, which was 16. So that was a good amount of people in the tournament to start with. Did it reach the aim? Yes, the aim was to have fun, and this was reached because the feedback from people was positive. We did a formative assessment during the tournament where we're talking about the GoFundMe charity fundraiser, and here we had to get rid of the GoFundMe as the entry was £2, but the GoFundMe only allowed for a minimum donation of £5. So there we had to get rid of the GoFundMe and get people to put it into a PayPal link, which one of the finance officers would then donate to the charity. Our summative assessment, which was after the tournament finished, was positive because of the 100% participation that we reached. So out of the 16 people we had come and play and asked to join, those 16 people all turned up and participated. The strengths of this tournament event, one is that it was very easy to do. People could do it from home on their own consoles, and it was very straightforward of how to register and how to get into the game. There was a good amount of people as well. There's 16 people allowing for a fairly good looking tournament style. Yep. There was no complaints after the tournament as well. Everyone was happy and was glad they participated. There was full participation as well. It didn't take up too much time. It took roughly about an hour and a half, no more than 2. So that was also another positive, as it didn't take too much time out of the day. Another strength was the media team, who posted the poster everywhere, allowing for a wider audience and a larger amount of people to join into the event. And there was also the final positive of the tournament being a knockout tournament, which then declared a final winner. So yeah, a certain winner. Weaknesses of the tournament, this could also be a weakness, which is the knockout tournament, as the loser doesn't get to play many games. They only get to play one if they lose, and albeit as well they lost that game. So what we could do to make this better, for areas to improve, would be add a losers bracket, so then they get a better value for their time and money. And as well as this, another area to improve would be to pre-trial the site that we use to mark people's rankings, as we didn't try it beforehand. However, it did work quite well. And finally, we could use both consoles, Xbox and PlayStation, to bring in more money and allow for more participants. Moving on to the Unit 8 P7, my main role was as a media officer, where I also helped with being a scorer and a finance officer. And my strengths in media was that I pushed the event out to a very wide audience of around 300-400 people, allowing for a big audience to see what the event is happening, when the event's happening and what's going on, providing a lot of information so we could bring in a lot of people. I also helped as a scorer, and the strength in that was I got the scores quickly and gave them to the event organiser to input them into the website quickly and effectively. And finally, I also helped as a finance officer, where I helped set up the site and became an admin on there, and editing the banners and making it look a bit more appealing. The weaknesses in these areas, for example, in the media area, it was weak because I only promoted it on one site instead of multiple. However, this didn't affect too much because my followers are the same on each platform and the majority of them are the same. However, I still could have posted it out onto multiple sites to attract a bigger audience. When I was the scorer, the games weren't inputted accurately into the site. So I told someone that the game ended 3-2, but the organiser inputted it 1-0 to the person who won, just to make things run a bit quicker. However, we could have made it more accurate and people could have seen the other scores. So that could have been an area of weakness. finally, the finance officer, there was a couple site complications in the extent that some people didn't register in time, so there we had to reset the entire tournament. However, this didn't affect too much. We just ran about 15 minutes late, which was okay. Other than that, the site ran really smoothly. And moving on to the adaptations. So the adaptations, for example, was the player didn't register in time for this site, and so therefore it started without him. So we had to pause the tournament and reset it, allowing everyone to register again, making sure everyone was in the tournament.